What is it to you? What is One Malaysia? You tell me. Do you know? So, I think Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad himself said he does not understand what is One Malaysia. And I assume Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad is a very intelligent person. If I wanted to be part of the political system, I would have done so a long time ago. I've been involved as a political activist for more than 30 years. 30 years I've been outside the political party system, but I had been a critic of the political system. I mean, 30 years, why do I need to join now? Pakatan Rakyat has a fighting chance only as far as the people's hatred for Barisan Nasional continues. People vote for Pakatan Rakyat not out of love for Pakatan Rakyat, but people vote for Pakatan Rakyat out of hate for Barisan Nasional. So if at all there's any relationship between the voters and Pakatan Rakyat, this relationship is merely a unity of hate, not a unity of love. Now, if the people voted for Pakatan Rakyat because they love Pakatan Rakyat, then I would say Pakatan Rakyat has a very solid future. But they vote for Pakatan Rakyat only because they do not want Barisan Nasional, in particular UMNO. ABU, Abu. Anything but UMNO, asal bukan UMNO. So as long as UMNO or Barisan Nasional continues to make mistakes, the people shall support Pakatan Rakyat. They support Pakatan Rakyat because they don't want Barisan or UMNO, that's all. If UMNO reforms, or if Pakatan Rakyat reforms, then there is no longer a need to support or to vote for Pakatan Rakyat. But fortunately, for the opposition, UMNO and Barisan continues to make mistakes. So because they continue to make mistakes, people will continue to support Pakatan Rakyat. But that's a very dangerous relationship. A relationship built on hate rather than on love. So if we have a common enemy, then we shall certainly unite. Now, look, I always use the example of the Taliban in Afghanistan. The Taliban hate each other. They fight with each other. But as long as they had a common enemy, and in this case, the common enemy was Russia, then they unite. They unite because of a common enemy, which is Russia. And because they united, the Taliban were able to defeat Russia. But as soon as Russia was defeated, the Taliban went back to fighting each other. So today, the Taliban are fighting each other again because there's no Russia. So even enemies of many, many generations, like the tribes, the different tribes of Afghanistan, and the Taliban and all, even though they've been enemies over many, many generations, as long as they perceive that there is a common enemy, they will unite. The same goes with Pakatan Rakyat. The three parties in Pakatan Rakyat, as well as the voters, they're united because they are opposed against one enemy, which is UMNO. What happens one day when UMNO no longer becomes the enemy, or UMNO reforms, or Barisan Nasional reforms? That would be a very dangerous period for Pakatan Rakyat. But as I see it, UMNO and Barisan will never reform. Not for a long time to come. So because of that, Pakatan Rakyat has still got a solid future.